happy to see you again.
And for the newbies, the key to success of any mission is case selection.
He presented with difficulty in breathing since 2 weeks of life.
The other two are backups. We'll get to the other two later in the week.
Absolutely.
We're in a very good unit led by Dr. Godwin Sharau. He's been mentoring most of us, and we have seen him take the unit from one dimension of growth to another.
What are the cannulas you gave us? So there are times that you need a second opinion, somebody with much more experience, and you don't have that. So moments like this, when you get an opportunity, it's like a gold mine that needs to be explored. So yeah, so I'm actually very excited.
So you're happy to leave that for you? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. He mentored me and built me up to the person I am today. So I hope I will make him proud today.
It's just a pleasure watching him do things, and the even bigger pleasure is watching him do things the way that I have taught him. Not that he has to do that, but it's so rewarding. So yeah, it was great fun watching the team work together and being part of that.
There's a hole in your heart between the right and the left ventricle.
The highest amount of congenital disease in general is congenital heart disease, and it's one of the highest killers of children in the world.
I don't think I realised how much I missed this kind of work, working in this type of culture, this type of environment, until I came back to it.
I think it's the people, to be honest. Like you see them grow, you see them light up. It's addictive. The people.
I went to study those medical schools because it was my ambition since I was young, so that I can become a nurse or doctor. Finally, I'm a nurse, so I'm so happy, and I'm proud of to be a nurse.
Output, it started going a bit low. Early morning, we had last 6 boluses started.
So we're very proud when we have teams like OHI who've seen us from when we were in our infancy stage, and now they come back and see how we are.
And the one thing that always sticks is the resilience of the babies and the children. They just get on with it. The resilience of the mothers, especially here, and the parents at the bedside, they've always got a smile on their face ready to help their child out.
There will be a solution, they will figure it out. Yeah.
Just hold this down here. I come for selfish reasons. I come because it fills my cup. It makes me glad I became a doctor. It makes me glad I've learned skills that can help people.
We're building her strength in her head and her body, and building the strength in her respiratory muscles so she can take big breaths. She's like playing like a typical baby should be able to play.
My name is Dr. Nemamura. I'm currently training in general surgery and aspiring to be a cardiac surgeon.
Nima I met 4 or 5 years ago, and she told me then she wanted to be a heart surgeon.
The change that the patients undergo after cardiac surgery, having an opportunity to have a normal life, it's very satisfying. It's something of a great impact to be able to do.
Now, as opposed to focusing on mortality or survival, now we're focusing on quality of life, and that's a huge step.
The other thing, sometimes we're giving really important medicines, so like noradrenaline, keeping the blood pressure safe. You've probably all had a cannula tissue, and suddenly you can't give that medicine. And if that happened with a lot of noradrenaline, the blood pressure would go.
The issue about putting a mechanical valve in a young lady is pregnancy.
So after coming off the surgery, we have to go to this area now to wash our instrument.
You know, we're so lucky. I put all my instruments back in a box, send them downstairs, and never see them again until they're perfect. They're unsung heroes. Where would we be without these guys? And I think it's important that people understand how hard these ladies work.
I'm just packing these cannulas for sterilization. So we needed to sterilize because these things are so expensive, so we can't use once and throw it. We are in Africa.
Recycling.
Yeah.
This is good. You need to teach the rest of the world.
You realise how much you can do with very little, whereas we tend to think you need a lot to do a lot. These guys show you that you can get an awful lot done on a shoestring, you know, and they can have this way of putting things together and just making things work.
But is he doing a good job?
Yes, he's doing a good job.
I don't believe it.
And these guys do it all with a smile, they do it all with a laugh, and it's just great to be part of that and watch them do it.
End's broken, but they still would like to use it. I can find some disposed of machines in Australia and salvage for parts. We'll keep the machines going, maintenance, testing, repairs. They only come to biomeds when they're broken.
This is the power unit for this machine.
You have a go, everyone is happy. Even if you can't fix it, at least you gave it a shot. You meet a great team who works together for the same purpose of helping. We're not just helping the patients, we're training the locals, working with them, improving their skills, but we improve ourselves as well. We take things home, a lot home just as much.
I'm enjoying the shopping. There's a little room there where you can shop for all your cannulas and pick everything out that you need. And then they put it all in a box and bring it into the operating theatre.
So he's the guy who had severe pulmonary hypertension and failing RV as well.
Well, I certainly think once you get fairly experienced in your craft, it's nice to help out other groups how to do things in a different setting, as opposed to just sort of in your own setting. So hopefully I can help them, particularly some of the conditions they don't see as much of, like the aortic valve we did yesterday and the one we got on today.
We're back here this morning. My intensive care staff have worked really hard overnight, and so now looking forward to rediscussing, regrouping and thinking about where we go from here, because she's still very, 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 very sick. But like I say, it's a team, it always is a team, and my intensive care staff have worked really hard overnight. I didn't expect this young lady to be here this morning. The fact that we're here and we can look at doing something else is amazing. It is personal. I mean, I don't know this young girl. I've never spoken to her. But yeah, it's personal. It's important to me. Always has been.
As an interventionist and for the surgeons, it's a huge undertaking to take the responsibility of a child's life. For that family, it's their child.
Those are 3 already, and then who else do we have?
We have a PDA, a baby with a PDA.
Everyone has his own way to deal with the stress that we have to put on when we're doing cardiac surgery. So I don't take it personally. Godwin turns out to be like a delightful person to work with, and it's very easygoing. There's no ego involved. We just want the best for the patient.
We got everything that we wanted to do. Even with the bonus, the valve of the patient was good size, so we preserved the valve.
After coming off the left ventricle, it's a large VSD. It has its challenges. So far, so good. So we hope to be able to continue to find a balance, if you can even call it that.
Bottom line, I love them. I admire them. I think they're better. They're resilient. They do so much with so little, and I love them. I love them all.
In some ways, it'd be nice to stay longer. You know, you develop some relationships during the week with the doctors. You're just beginning to get to know them. They're, gaining their trust in you. That teaching stuff's coming better. So that would be my own sort of reflection. It actually would be nicer to have it longer.
They're very good problem solvers, it seems to be, and they don't understand something, they're going to figure it out, whereas we'll just tend to defer to someone else.
That was a very good operation, very enjoyable. The team was great, but the patient did fantastic. It was a very rewarding operation. We managed to close the defect as well, so yeah, we're very happy with the results.
They're dancing, the doctors, the assistant surgeon, the anaesthetist, they're all, the nurse, the scrub nurse, they're dancing at the table as they're closing up. It's such good energy.
And what do you think of Tim Tam's lab?
Anyone. Anyone. Now we get our Tim Tam, you have to bite one corner off like this. Oh, that's a big bite, Alex.
It was amazing.
When you taste it.
Alex.
They told me after successful doing the Tim Tam Salaam, I'm now Australian.
The beauty of Australia is we have a free healthcare system, whereas here they don't, so they're still expected to save for the operation and pay. Working out where people live and how long it takes them to get to a healthcare centre or a definitive healthcare centre. There might be a clinic, but to a hospital where you'll have all the care that you need. And then how hard it is for them to get home when they don't have the means of transport or the financial funds to do that. I'm very aware of those things.
The dramatic part about this for the parents is that the child goes from being a blue baby to a pink baby.
So currently she has stabilized.
Since I first came in 2014, it's been about helping Tanzania build a sustainable surgical program. And now they have a full staff, a fully functional congenital unit.
So now your mission is to make sure these guys continue it, because the hardest thing that we ever do is to make sure that what we've achieved is continued when we're not around.
It feels proud to be part of this team and the progress we've made and what we contribute to the society.
Every year we have 2 million live births in our country. That's like 14,000 children with congenital heart disease born every year in Tanzania.
Is blood group O negative?
You are operating about 300. You still know that we still have a very long way to go.
You have to be professional, you know, that's what you do. But you can't help, can you, but let this in under your guard, because these kids, these families, they don't have much.
Absolutely. You can't help where you're born.